Fire it up.
What else is on there?
Fire it up.
To do?
Fire it up.
What else would I have to do? Give me the...
The only professional in the room that's certified.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Weens Motor Co. Whew. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. We officially have 13 days left until we unveil Hollywood Run at Choppertown Live. Yeah, today's going to be a big day. Got a lot of work to do today. A lot of assembly. As you can see, the bike's, I got a motor in it. Don't have a front end. Doesn't have a lot of those little bits and pieces. So today, gonna try to get it knocked out. Got my Forgotten Angels cup giving me motivation to take on the day. I think I might have a friend stopping by later. But hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, we wrapped up getting the front end on Hollywood Run. Bike's coming together amazingly. Not a whole lot of issues, little powder coating things, had to clean up a little bit. But we're rocking and rolling. We're going to be moving on, trying to get that motor, get that power plant into the frame. So stick around, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Alright guys, we're going to take a quick break from the Hollywood Run bike and we're going to talk about Triumph oil pumps. So this is the Triumph oil pump. It's a mechanically driven oil pump, and what's cool about this system is essentially it's remained the same since the early 30s. I guess Triumph thought, hey, if it's not broken, why try to fix it? Or why try to remanufacture it? But it's a very simplistic design. It's only made up of just a few components. You have two piston drivers, you have the drive pinion, you have two ball detents, a spring, and then the spring retainers. Now essentially this system is very basic. The only thing that you need to do when rebuilding this oil pump is to make sure that when you reinsert the balls that you are reseating them into the housing. The next thing you want to do is place your two ball bearings into their seated positions. Then simply take a drift, place it on top of the ball, and just give it a nice seat. You want to do this on both sides to ensure that they are getting a good seat into their ball D10s. The next thing you'll do is you'll place the spring into place. And what I like to do is to go ahead and place just a little bit of oil on top of each one of those balls to make sure that everything is properly lubed. You'll then place the spring retainer back into place and properly tighten it. Once both of your string retainers are in place, go ahead and rotate the oil pump facing up, and then make sure to lube your piston shafts. Now there are two different size shafts, pretty easy to tell which one goes to the corresponding large or smaller hole, but make sure that you pay attention to your larger shaft as it has two rings that are machined into it that allow the suction to take place. Lube up the housing, make sure there's plenty of oil there, and slide them into position. And essentially that's the assembly. Now to test the system, as you pull one of the shafts open, you'll notice that the oil gathers and pools within the small holes on the corresponding piston shaft. Now what I do is I go ahead and preload those holes with just a little bit of oil until they are full. Then to simply test, you push the ball, you'll see that it squirts the oil out until it's fully seated. Now once it is fully seated, what you can do is take your finger or your thumb and place it over the holes for that side's shaft. Simply pull out and release. If it has suction, then your oil pump is good. Make sure you check both sides. And this oil pump, almost 70 years old, is still in perfect mechanical working order. How cool is that? And there you have it. A 70-year-old oil pump in perfect working condition. There's no wonder why they didn't change this design, because it works amazing. And to install your oil pump, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you put in the new gasket. When you put that gasket in, you want to make sure that all of the holes are aligning properly so that you'll have proper oil flow through the motor. The next thing I like to do is to go ahead, place a little bit of oil in each one of those holes because we just tested it. And then also, let's go ahead and put some oil in the runner so that everything will be nice and lubed whenever it comes time for this motor to start. Go ahead and place some oil on your runner, and you're going to place it onto the intake cam pinion nut. Next thing you want to do is take your oil pump, slide it onto the two studs, and as you're sliding it, make sure that you are aligning the runner and nothing is binding. And there we go. Ensure that you're using both of your lock washers and two nuts. These two nuts only get torqued to about 10 foot-pounds. And there you have it, the Triumph mechanical oil pump. Good morning, we're back at it today, working on Hollywood Run. We got quite a bit knocked out the other day. We got the motor into the frame. Gonna work on the top end of the motor. Man, it's been busy. A lot of people ask, how do you balance having kids, building custom motorcycles, having a wife and life, and doing the whole raffle with Forgotten Angels? By the way, raffle's still going until March 19th. If you haven't got your tickets, go to this link. Make sure you get those tickets. Help build these tiny homes for these teenagers. But yeah, man, it's life is a balance sometimes. And balance is something we learn on motorcycles. So I'm gonna try to figure it out, do the best I can. We only have just a short amount of time to wrap this bike up, but I did bring my buddy out to the garage today. AJ, come here. Come on. So this is my man. Sit. Good boy. This is AJ. He's I don't know if you want to call him our shop dog, but he's definitely our family dog, and he loves coming out, working on the bikes with me and having a good time. So keep following, keep checking it out. We're gonna get busy. We're gonna try to get this motor knocked out today. Hopefully we can get it all set in, get the timing set, get the magneto going, and yeah, man, so just enjoy it. All right, guys, we're gonna stop for a moment as we're doing the assembly on Hollywood Run. I just wanted to talk to you guys really quickly about clutches. We're getting ready to assemble the primary on this bike, and I just wanted to share some details about the pre-unit primary. A little bit different from the unit bikes. The pre-unit primary actually runs off of 4 clutch springs, which ride on these 4 studs inside the clutch hub center. This is a cable operated clutch system with a push rod. The push rod runs through the center of the main shaft and disengages the clutch basket. Now inside the clutch basket, if you've never been in one, there's essentially 2 types of plates. You have a steel plate, which is a flat, smooth plate, and then you have a friction plate. Essentially what happens is these are stacked with multiple steel and friction plates, and as the clutch disengages, the push rod comes across, it allows the gap to form in between the steel plates and the friction plates, and it allows the clutch to slip. This allows you to put your bike essentially into neutral via pulling the clutch lever. But that's just a simple example of how this clutch basket system works. Enjoy the video. We're going to assemble it right now. It's the morning of day 3, and something I just woke up with in my head is that old saying that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it's gonna take a village to raise this chopper off the table today. I've called in a few favors to a few of my good friends. They're gonna be stopping by here in a little bit to help out to get this bike finished up, and hopefully by the end of the day we could fire it up. So hopefully today is going to be the day that the Hollywood Run comes to life. Alright, here. That's how you start a video.
Pretty.
Hopefully it'll run good. Hopefully it'll run good. We'll see.
The only qualified mechanic in this shop right now.
Certified.
Get off the camera! Alright, so Callie's over here at the Weems Motor Co. shop. And she said that she wants to ride the Rainmaker. Oh my gosh. The problem is I'm not going to start it for her. So I'm going to make her start the bike herself.
But like,
let's see if she can do it. There you go, come on. Yeah, get all the way through it. First time on a 52 Triumph. Do it.
It's not plugged in. It helps if it's plugged in.
Well, there you have it, folks. After 3 long days of assembly, Hollywood Run is together. I just wanted to say a huge shout out to my friends Flipknot, Callie, and AJ for coming over and hanging out today, helping me wrap up everything. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Let all your friends know what's going on here at Weems Motor Co. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
So,
Alexa, is Flip a tool?
right now, he is.
No, the flip is not a tool.
The flip.
The flip.
The flip.
Thanks, Alexa.
Beep.